Imagine surviving a nuclear explosion, then boarding a train and walking straight into another one 3 days later. That is not fiction. That is the life of Tsutomu Yamaguchi. August 6, 1945. It was the last day of Yamaguchi's 3-month business trip to Hiroshima. He worked as an engineer for Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, and he was finally heading home. Then, at 8:15 in the morning, he looked up and noticed a B-29 bomber, the Enola Gay, pass overhead and drop something attached to 2 parachutes. The sky turned white. A shockwave hit at nearly 1,000 miles per hour. Yamaguchi was blown into a ditch, less than 2 miles from the explosion. The little boy bomb, equivalent to 15,000 tons of TNT, had just killed around 80,000 people instantly and flattened 2/3 of Hiroshima. Yamaguchi's eardrums were ruptured. His face and arms were burned. But he was alive. He crawled out, found his colleagues, and spent the night in an air raid shelter. Then, still wounded, still bandaged, he got on a train and went home to Nagasaki. August 9th. 3 days later. Yamaguchi reported for work and was in the middle of telling his supervisor what he'd witnessed in Hiroshima when the room exploded in blinding white light. He later said, "I thought the mushroom cloud had followed me from Hiroshima. This time it was Fat Man, a plutonium bomb yielding 21,000 tons of TNT, dropped by a plane called Boxcar. Another 40,000 people killed instantly. And Yamaguchi was, once again, roughly 2 miles from ground zero. His wife and infant son survived. He recovered. He lived to 93 years old, eventually speaking at the United Nations about nuclear disarmament. The Japanese government officially recognized him in 2009 as the only person on Earth to have survived both atomic bombings. 2 bombs. 1 man. 0 explanations for how he made it out. If stories like this blow your mind, follow Brain Nourishment, history's wildest truths, every single day.